I don't think this controller is plugged in. I need to inspect this quickly. Now, trying to feel around for a USB in the dark sucks. Every time. 10 times out of 10. Never recommend stumbling around for a USB slot. God damn. There we go. I had it right the first time, it's just it wasn't in the exact right position. You ever do that? You flip it over. You're like, well, shit, I couldn't get it on that side. And you can't get it back on that side either, so then you flip it back to the way it was. Oh, suddenly it works. Every USB drive has fucking 3 sides to it. You just can't see the third side. It's just, it's there. You just have to believe it's there. Anywho, I'm back. Game & Watch Gallery 2 this time, not 3. So I was citing all these examples of Game & Watch games that I remembered from the past, and a whole lot of them were not on the game that I actually played. So I picked the right one this time. I think this was actually the one that I spent more time with later on once I acquired a copy of it, because I had the first and the fourth one. Then it came down to me just having the fourth one because somebody stole the first one from me. And then I got the second one from a GameStop years later. And I should have bought a copy of Banjo-Kazooie while I was there. I remember that. Anyways, but yeah, that song, that song is from Golden Sun that you're listening to right now, which I should stream for you guys. That would be a very nice series. I just know that's going to take time. So maybe why don't we wait till after August to discuss RPGs and stuff. How about that? And don't forget, now that August is starting, we are officially in August now. We're actually on the 5th day already, damn. Don't forget that this is going to be viewer request month, so hop on Discord and send me your game recommendations that you would like to see this month. I'm going to be trying to get to them all if I can, but I've had a couple of good suggestions already. Something called Toilet in Wonderland, which has one of the best names for anything that I've heard. Toilet in Wonderland is one of the names of the things. There's a couple other ones. I remember Rogue Squadron being a thing. I don't know if I can get that to work, but we'll see. Anywho, Game & Watch Gallery 2. I can talk about this while I'm doing shit. That. Game & Watch Gallery 2. I lost the chat. Where's the chat? I found the chat. Good. Alrighty. There we are. Okay. So pretty much the same as we saw last time with Game & Watch Gallery. So I remember Helmet, Chef... Okay, so it was called Vermin, it wasn't called Hammer. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. I remember Vermin being pretty fun. Donkey Kong's pretty good too. It strangely works well as a Game & Watch game. Parachute's pretty good. You're gonna have to excuse my, like, gross sinus cavity. Why don't we start off with Chef? I very much like Chef. Just do it easy. Just take it easy. So this game's pretty basic as far as the mechanics. You just flipping food on a skillet, and once it gets cooked enough, an extra thing you can do is let it drop behind you, and Yoshi will eat it. So you try to get it nice and cooked. Once that's done, you feed it to Yoshi. You can feed him raw food. You can also feed him burnt food, which is actually pretty funny. I'll show you the burnt food. Just gotta flip this sausage a couple extra times. There you are. Nice and black. Mmm. Tasted so good that it paralyzed him. Here you go. Joy. He's like, why? Why must you feed me this? Ugh, charred meat? Char on meat is so nasty. People who like char on their meat would not ever make it make sense to me. You're just eating bitter soot that has the vague remnants of a meat flavor to them. That's all it is, and it's gross. I hate it. It tastes like something I shouldn't be putting in my mouth. It tastes like I stuck my face in a cigarette ashtray. I just started chewing. Char on meat. I have some family members that are, like, very dutiful about their char. Like, they must have a certain percentage of their meat as char. And I'm like, why do we allow you to continue being in our family? This is disgusting behavior. Well, I've reverted my Yoshi mistake. You haven't had charred meat until you ate carne asada. That... I don't know what that is. Why don't you explain for the chat what carne asada is? Or at least explain for my sake. Oh, okay. He had to shit out an egg, so I had to catch that egg. The fried egg. So the miss situation in this game is if it hits the floor. That's really all it is. Rest of it's pretty basic. Just flip the food up in the air. Really, all this food is just getting cooked for Yoshi, and that's it. There's no banquet or anything. We're just feeding the Yoshi for today. His offspring hatched. And now he's picking up his place. So really, it's just an endless food experience. You know, I can actually move my chat back over here so it's easier to see. I had to keep it on my second monitor because of Kingsway, but now I can... this back. There we go. Now I can see what you guys are saying much easier. Much better. They're breeding Yoshis to build an army. Oh, they might be. They very well could be. I quite like this game. I don't know why. It's a very simple charm to it. I like cooking the food by flipping it. That's a good pastime for me. Very enjoyable. There's just one thing you can do while the Yoshi baby is hatching. You can jump around like an idiot. Okay, now it gets a little hairy. There we go. I made it. I wish cooking was like this. Like, no stove time, just flip the ingredient on a pan with no flame in the air several times, and your food is as good as cooked. Because really, there's no other way she's cooking this thing. She's just smacking it. Maybe it's like a 1,000-degree pan, kind of like you had like the 1,000-degree knife. Well, this is the 1,000-degree pan. And anything it touches just gets like cooked in a heartbeat. Just that quick. So you have to be quick and flick it up in the air so as to not burn the object that is on your pan. You want it to stay on the pan as little as possible, because then, by making very brushing light contact with the pan, with the 1,000-degree pan, I should add, it will sufficiently cook your object to where you can let it fall safely behind you and feed your ravenous pet dinosaur. All in a day's work. Gotta keep feeding this fucking dinosaur all day! All day and all night. This Peach's life now. Feed your pet Yoshi horde. Yeah. 10,000-degree hot glowing pan. Shit. Oh, the bottom of it's glowing. You see that? Ooh, that was close. The Yoshi almost didn't get that meat. And it would have ended up on the floor, and then Peach would have been mad. It's funny because Peach is the person who gets mad, and everybody else is kind of like, oh shit, when she gets angry. Even Yoshi's like, well, now I've done it. Probably some of these food pieces, like these miscellaneous bones and meat, have come from the Yoshis who are being used to set an example. The ones who let food hit the floor. And now all the other Yoshis are watching this meat flip around in the air. Hell, some of them are even eating it. The recycling. Peach is the strongest in the Mario universe, judging from how easy Super Princess Peach was. You know, that I wondered that myself, because I did play Super Princess Peach, and it wasn't really that challenging of a game. And it's like, every time there's a Mario game, they more or less play in the same backyard every time. It's like, it's the Mushroom Kingdom to some degree. Like, I never played the new Mario Brothers games. Like, I played the very first one on the DS way, way back. And I never played the one for the Wii, for the Wii U, but, like, those all take place in the Mushroom Kingdom, don't they? Good positions for these food items. Gotta be careful here. Ow! Piss! Almost. Made it to 1,000 without taking a miss. That was a bad one. They all take place either in the Mushroom Kingdom or in the surrounding lands. So yeah, it just always baffles me that, like, they go through these lands, sometimes multiple times, and they somehow are always able to discover, like, a new layout of bricks somewhere that they didn't see before. Like, I guess technically you don't go through an entire area when you play a level of Mario. It's like you're just going through a field or something. I don't know. Never really understood the Mushroom Kingdom geography that well. But we are in very hard mode now. Just kind of lost track of time. Yeah. Miyamoto has said, that's actually an interesting thing, and I want to read it aloud here. Hold on. Miyamoto has said it's more akin to the Mario characters putting on a play rather than actually having Bowser kidnapping Peach. Huh. Putting on a play. It's interesting. Ah! I mean, I guess you could say that for Paper Mario. It would make sense there. Because the whole game is set up as a, like a stage show. That's a lot of food. Ah! How the fuck was I gonna catch that? No, that's over. When Yoshi eats cooked food, he'll grow. If he eats raw or burned food, the level will go down. Well, I knew that. Music room. Each game that you conquer gives you more music to hear. I like this. They like playing instruments in there. Chef music, or noises. Let's do Vermin. This one I'm gonna get completely lost in. Because I just, like, muscle memory will pretty much be the deciding factor of this one. So I'm probably gonna get lost in a topic at some point. And you'll see why. It was a noisy Mountain Dew. Like, this is your playing field right here. Just these eggs. 6 eggs. Oh my god, I can't believe how slow this is going to start with. But yeah, they're trying to get up on your eggs and you gotta smack them. And that's it, really. That's the whole game. Just smack them. You might think, oh, well, that's not that interesting. But that is where you are wrong. Because it is simple, it's effective, and it gets faster and harder as you play it more. So, see, look, it's starting to pick up a little bit. And then it just starts going apeshit on me. So I'm kind of bracing for that. Bowser not a bad guy? Just because I am bad guy does not mean I am bad guy. I wonder when Wreck-It Ralph 2 is coming out. I am looking forward to that. I did enjoy the first movie. It was pretty good. I liked Sonic giving the PSA announcement to everybody about dying outside of their game. That's pretty good. Where's the Mama Luigi minigame? Trying to think of any game that's directly stars Luigi. I'm trying to think. Don't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph was good. They had Eggman, they had Bowser, they had, did they have Zangief? I think they had Zangief in the room with them, too. M. Bison. I think they had the Pac-Man ghosts. A couple of other characters that I'm, like, failing to remember. I like... Satan was there! Like, literally Satan was there. I was like, uh-oh, that's gonna upset a few mothers. It's Satan. Pretty sure I saw Eggman there. Or Robotnik, I guess, if you would prefer to call him that. Which I actually do. But I've just slipped into the nomenclature. How most people do it now. Whoa, there. That was close. Gotta wash these eggs. Yep. And now all the eggs that are healthy hatch, and there are cookies inside for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah. And I think next time they have stars in them. And then I think the next time they actually have Baby Yoshis in them. I could be wrong, though. Do not quote me on that. It goes pretty quick. Just gotta give it a little bit of time. Very hard is interesting in this game. I'll have to show you why. They like to throw ghosts at you pretty frequently. I remember many car trips would have this game. Invested. Stress the game. It's really not all that stressful. Not yet, anyways. It does get pretty hairy later on. And that's why I like very hard mode on this one so much, because it immediately starts becoming chaotic and it doesn't stop. You might get like a small window to breathe, but not usually most of the time. Yeah, this is pretty calm as far as the game's difficulty is concerned. Just gotta be patient, then you'll start seeing some real shit. Is this what it's like to be a parent? Probably. I'm assuming this is what it's like to be a parent in, like, a third world country. Oh, fruits. There were fruits inside him this time, so I think the stars are going to be in him this time. This song is just gonna infect my brain. It's gonna be an earworm. Or an earwig, or whatever you call it. Earbug. For the next, like, fucking 3 weeks, it's just gonna be in my head. Oh yeah, all this music, I can feel it already. It's getting right up in my dick hole. Yeah. Yeah, dick hole ghost. Brainworm. I don't know. Just spam everywhere and you'll actually do a pretty decent job of hitting shit. But eventually something will slip on through. They'll start doing some real scumbaggy things here pretty soon. Like, they'll send 2 of these Shy Guys at identical times to these 2 eggs on the sides. Do you see that, what it just did right now? That is exactly what I was talking about. It's gonna send 2 Shy Guys who crawl at the same exact speed over to 2 eggs on the opposite side of the map. And I really hate when they do that, or they link them up like that, so... I don't know if you've noticed, but Yoshi's got a very, very mild delay after he hammers something before he hits another thing. And when they line up like that, it's hard to hit them all! Jesus. Hey, there's the babies. It would be amazing if in these Game & Watch games there were impossibly hard bosses that just appeared out of nowhere. No, I'm good on that. I've already got Dark Souls to occupy me with that nonsense. See, with this type of game, I can master it. I can learn it. I can anticipate its patterns. I mean, it's still got an element of randomness to it, but at the same time, I can enhance my muscle memory and my skill to complement that. To face up against it. So now, we're getting pretty close to the latter half of the score, so I get very hard unlocked. So it's gonna start getting a little dicey here. So let's get ready for it. It's coming. Ooh, that was close. That Koopa almost busted a hole in my egg. It's actually a miracle that none of them have gotten cracked yet. This far. Either that or I'm worse than I remember myself being. There's gotta be so many corpses around these eggs. It's just like a wall of corpses. Of turtle and flying little tiki people. Holy shit. Oh no! Oh, he shaved that one. Oh, right. I don't think I'm gonna get any more lives either, unless they give one at 800, but I don't think they do. God damn it. Oh boy. Nope. Shit. Coins. I missed the full bonus for the coins. Yeah, no lives for me. Oh my god. Please! It's gonna get to the point where I can't even blink. Oh, you fucker! Stop! Oh, he almost hit that. No, sir. No, sir. Ah. Jeez Louise. This is probably what it's like to be a duck with ducklings. It's like you gotta protect it from everything. Oh, please. I'm waiting for the storm. It's coming. Oh, God. Here it comes. Yep. God almighty. Okay, it's gonna stay hard now. Forever. Fuck. Yeah. Oh my god. It's getting a little nuts. Please. Intermission. God, what is your fucking guys' problem? What do you have against my eggs? What how did they slight you? What petty revenge have you sought out? Come over here. What have they done to you to elicit this? My god, you're sending all the king's horses and all the king's men, and it probably smells like rotting corpses over here now. Just flattened, pancaked remnants of people. Creatures. Oh my god. This is just getting out of hand. Oh my lord. Oh my god. Ow. I can't even look at chat right now. I don't even know what you guys are saying. This is a fucking all-out turf war right now. Like, I went into the wrong fucking neighborhood with these eggs. Oh, you gotta be careful where you take your kids. You never know what's safe and what's not. Or just carry a side piece with you. Just shoot anybody who gets close to your kids. So I'm sure that won't be a problem. Aww. And that's the end of that. Jesus. 3 out of 6 babies with brain damage from birth. Cracking on the tops of these eggs. Yeah, they're like hard-boiled too, which is the weird part. A father's sins passed on to his sons. I can see now. It's the Ball guy. Remember Ball? They showed us Ball before. I can see now. It's treason. Event! Donkey Kong. Oh, this is kind of neat. So, like, you can kind of see a really shitty, shrunken down picture of what the actual Game & Watch is like. Which is neat. It's neat. I mean, for me, back then, it was a cool thing. Because I got to see the stuff that I was interested in. It's treason. Could do Donkey Kong. This is interesting. Oh yeah, I haven't done this in a long time. I do like this one in particular, just because it's very intricate compared to most of the other Game & Watch games that you'll come across. It actually has like a full obstacle course that you get through here. And it plays pretty well. I mean, you still have to move on like a grid, more or less, but, you know, it's functional. And I like the music, too. It's a simple enough loop that it's not that aggravating. So let's say the rumor is true that the Mario characters are like putting on plays for us. So then what does that mean that they do when they're not doing this? Like, do they live in the Mushroom Kingdom? Is the Mushroom Kingdom real? Is it just a thing that's on the stage for when they're performing? See, those are the questions I have now. That raises so many more questions in the lore. And a lot of continuity issues too when you think about it. Did they go to space for their play for the Galaxy series? They might have. They do play sports, that is true. That's it. That is what they could be doing outside of their activities. So what funds their lifestyle? Is it, like, when people are viewing these plays, are those, like, the dollars and cents that goes into the pockets of the performers, like Mario and Luigi? Or do they have jobs on the side? See, now I have all these questions. Like Mario and Luigi, that could be where their plumbing stuff comes in. It's like they're plumbers by day and they're performers by night. God, wouldn't that be wild? Oh, fuck. Oh god, what if we are the audience and we're paying for their shows? Like we're doing right now, we're watching Mario perform for us. And money had to be exchanged to see this performance, to some degree. This is getting too weird for me. Can't see. I'm out. You're not allowed out. You're a mod. You have to stay. This is what Game & Watch gallery streams are gonna be like, so you better fucking buckle in. Strap in. Get yourself a nice drink. How else am I gonna pass the time that it takes for me to get from 0 to 1,000 points? God damn it! And now we're back here. The ride never ends, that's right. And there's a Koopa! There's a Koopa in the way! Oh shit, he ain't leaving, is he? Don't land, sir. Don't land, good sir. I need you to be careful. Yeah, Mario 64, it's like, the way they presented it, it could almost be like the Blair Witch Project version of one of their shows. Because they had Lakitu with the camera on the cloud, and he was kind of recording everything that Mario was doing. Almost kind of like Blair Witch. Bit weird. And back in the jungle. I want to know what types of rocks exist out in the wild that are like donuts like this. I've always been curious about that. Just keep on going. I gotta say, I wonder what this is like for you guys to watch. Like, I can just get lost in this in no time flat, and then I can just ignore the world around me. But I am curious, what is this like to watch? Game & Watch Gallery streams seem like they're good for conversations. Good chat to streamer interaction. Yeah, the game is kind of background, you're right. It would be pretty fun if I could have, like, podcasts set up in this sort of way where I can talk to somebody, or somebody can talk to me while they play something like this. Just very easy to lose your brain. Yep. Like, Puyo Tetris would be another good choice for that as well. And I don't remember if I mentioned how I brought my Switch to work earlier this week or last week, I forget exactly when. Ooh, that was close. And I tried the multiplayer with Puyo Tetris, and I think I mentioned that. And it was pretty cool to slide the little controllers off and use those individually. Yeah, I think I mentioned that, though. Titles. Ooh, I almost landed on that. That would have sucked. It's comfy to talk and watch. Yeah, it is. It really is. Most people aren't as used to talking and gaming at the same time as much as you are. You know, actually, there's people who are much better at it than I am. And I've even struggled immensely with, like, let's say I'm very scatterbrained like I usually am, and I mention something and the stream delay kicks in, and it takes you guys a second to, like, answer a question. I've already forgotten what the question was and I've moved on. And that's something I gotta work on. I don't know how you work on that, really, but it's just something I'm gonna have to try to fix. Because I get annoyed when I do that. I'm sure it's somewhat funny for those watching, but for me it's an annoyance and I hate it. I absolutely despise it. Yeah. But, maybe quitting smoking is the first step to that. I don't know. But we'll start with that. And exercise should be starting next week. I know Kazi's gonna be fucking up my ass about it, but that's what I've asked her to do. So I actually go and do it. See, maybe I'll be a little healthier. And I'm sure that'll be a positive thing for the stream as well. Longer breath equals long-term memory. Longer-term memory. Okay. Interesting. What? Okay, I'm trying to find a good time to get up. Here we go. Oh, we're almost to 1,000 already. That was a joke, I'm not serious. I know you weren't serious about that. That was close. I know you were kidding. More oxygen to the brain is always good regardless. I don't disagree. Though I do wonder with, like, I've heard how people can die from having too much water, you know? Anything in enough of a dose will kill you, as they say. So I wonder, how much oxygen to the brain would you need for it to be fatal? You know? Oh god, this is gonna be rough. Ooh! That was a little too close. That was a little close. Ow! Donkey cunt. Donkey Burger. I used to call this guy Donkey Burger back in high school. I don't even know why. I just thought of like a hamburger and I thought of Donkey Kong, so I call him Donkey Burger. Fuck it! I don't care. I don't know what the reason is. It just happened. It's just one of those things that happen. He is Donkey Burger. So, there you go, Donkey Burger. The reason water kills is because your cells absorb too much and they explode. They explode? Your fucking cells burst. Really? I didn't know that. That's an interesting thing. Also, we're almost to 1,000. past this door and we're good. Yep, all good. I remember it used to take me like weeks to get 1,000 points for the first time in one of these Game & Watch games. And now it's like, I can do multiple games in a single night. But really, it's these types of games that gave me such good reflexes, I feel. Like, it taught me how to execute a pattern quickly. I don't know if that's a legit thing or not, but I'm gonna say it like it is, so there you go. Honestly, if you're drinking that absurd amount of water, well, you're stupid. Well, putting it plain and simple there. There was some drinking competition to win tickets to a concert. Oh yeah, I remember that story. It was like for a radio show or something stupid like that. And then they died because they drank all that water. That's awkward. But hey, that frees up the tickets at least. They had to have a motivation to drink that much water. That is true. What if you're easily aroused by drinking water? That's like your aphrodisiac. That's like your high, you know? You gotta drink like a little sip of water. Ah, fuck. But man, once you drink that water, it should get your juices going. What do you mean, what reflexes? I have reflexes, some. They're not great, but they're there. Got dad reflexes. Oh, I just popped that turtle's fucking head. Oh shit, I gotta hit the switch again. Ah! That jump sometimes can suck. Oh, I did it. Here's the original, the classic game of ball. Oh, great. Gift. Oh, boy. Oh. Here we go, folks. We're in for a real good time now. This is ball. This is a game. You catch the balls. And that's it. Good game. We play it for the nostalgia factor. Yes. What if I play this to 1,000 points? I think I might. What's a story I could start telling you about? Because this is going to take a while. We're going to be here for a bit. Back in the day, this must have been mind-blowing. Well, yes, it was. It really was. Now, clearly this is going to take a little longer to get to 1,000, but we'll make it there. We'll make it there. I should have picked hard, because then I would have had 3 balls to work with. It goes a little faster. Crush. I think it's interesting how in this Game & Watch gallery, they made it so that you could see the silhouettes of the LCD screen, which is actually kind of a neat effect. Kind of makes it seem like it's authentic. Pretty cool. The designer said he got the idea from watching a bored businessman play with the calculator on the train. Huh. Interesting. Gunpei Yokoi. Yokoi. I'm not good with Japanese names. Oh man, I better just fucking lay back here. Just kick back. Yeah. Uh, playing some ball. Getting faster. He also made the Game Boy. That makes a lot of sense, considering, I don't know, they were both designed very well. Game & Watch and a Game Boy. Game Boy was kind of a big son of a bitch. Compared to how sleek the Game & Watches were. You should have seen them. They were practically like business cards. They were very small. Very thin. Maybe not quite like a business card, but close enough. They're pretty small. Yep, just still waiting. Yeah, Google yourself a picture of a Game & Watch. Pretty neat. Pretty neat little things, and they all have different colors and shapes and sizes, designs, artwork on them. Yep, Game & Watch. Some Game & Watches had 2 screens like a DS. Donkey Kong actually was one of those, I think. Screener. Get to 100. I think if you drop one ball, it's game over. I don't think there's a 3-miss policy here. Once you drop it, you're fucking done. Oh, it slowed down. Alright, I'm gonna let one crash. Yep, that's it. Oh man, you really gotta work for those star points. Parachute, I guess. Sure. Oh yeah, parachute. Oh, I like the fish, but he moved, so let's see if he stays in that spot. Alright, watch this. I better catch him. Just catching little babies from a boat. And then these fat little Donkey Kong fuckers, they open their parachute right next to the sea level. It's like, are these toad babies or are they just toads? I can't really tell the difference. It's like there've been children toads in Paper Mario, haven't there been? Am I imagining that? I could have sworn they were like little kids versions. Like they were really small. They're very cute. Game & Brick. I want to know what's going on back there in the background. Like, what kind of castle is that? Whose kingdom is this? It doesn't really look like Peach's castle at all, so I want to know, like, was the Mushroom Kingdom on, like, a cruise together? On this, like, cruise ship that's throwing people out of it? And they were flying over to this new country? It's like, some of these little designs have backstories to them. They have to, clearly. Also, the whole thing with the things having eyes on them. I've always wanted to know that, too. Sarasala Land? What is that from? I can't remember. Is that from Mario Land? It looks like Istanbul. It could be Istanbul. I want to see Mario's adventure in Pakistan. Or Saudi Arabia or something like that. Be interesting. Oh yeah, for whatever reason, when the Yoshi babies go to the farthest left side, they deploy their parachute really low. Depending on like what column they launch in, their parachutes open at different intervals. So you see how the Yoshi's really high up over there? But then when he's on the left side, he goes real low. Watch. See? Donkey Burger is always low. Uh oh. Want that. New Donk City. Isn't that what the city from Mario, the new Mario game is going to be called? New Donk City. What you do is you want to put a banging donk on it. Also, the Yoshis are deploying their parachutes really high now. Oh, you know what? It also has to do with where the ship is too. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's all relative. See, now he's really low on this side. Just interesting. I want to know how they're getting out of this boat and how quickly they're falling to us. Because you have to consider it as a matter of perspective. They're pretty big when they jump out of that boat in the first place. And they don't change size very much. It's like maybe we just couldn't see them plummeting to the earth because they were too far away or something. And that boat just happens to be just a behemoth monolith of a city of a boat. I don't know. I have so many questions about this boat. Like, does it have shuffleboard on the decks? I really hope so. Because I like shuffleboard. Quite nice. New donk as in Donkey Kong. Yeah, I get it. You know. I just think it's funny. New donk. We'll put a banging dunk on it. Oh my god. Babies everywhere. Does it have a spa plan? The spa plan is 80 rupees. The fucking spa plan. The standard stay is 20 rupees. And the spa plan is 80 rupees. We'll massage the pores right out of your mushroom stalk. They're spores, not pores. That bit was executed very poorly. Yeah, bounce that toad for me for a sec. Thanks. Let the children drown. Well, you got your wish. Because I read chat. And I let a donkey drown. I let a donk drown. I'm just gonna call these donks from now on. Don't move! Fish! Fucker. How dare you. Bum 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 dum. Ba-da-dum bum. Bum bum. The music's going too fast for me to sing along, god damn it. Slow down. I seem to struggle with this one sometimes. This game. Always had some problems with it. Oh. Just because sometimes it throws the characters in really shitty places. What madness is this? This parachute. Donk feels good to say. It does feel good to say. So does dong. Dong is another good word. I want to at least make it to 500 so I can get rid of one of these misses, but man, I've really fucked myself good. Pretty early. Not good. Oh, they're falling faster now. You see their gravity suddenly shift? Some kind of bullshit. Oh, God. I panicked for a second. I was like, oh my god, am I going to be able to catch all this? It's one of those moments where your face almost wants to, like, contort because of the sudden stress of the situation, but, like, your face just doesn't. You just, like, maybe your eyebrows and your face juts forward a little bit. You're just like, whoa. Oh, you just react. That's all you can do. Just react. Survive. It's like survival instinct kicking in, you know? That small burst of adrenaline. Can I be maybe 500 points yet? Any day now. I did it. Yeah! Quit going in the cannon, little toads! What are you doing? Your face is not a good source of live ammunition. Stop! Hey! Oh my god. They get so close to the fucking water. And I trip every time. Dunk. These dongly nogs. When the game gets really hard, you actually do have to use the fish strategically. Because you can't be all over the fucking map at the same time. So, sometimes you have to use the fish to bounce them for like a few seconds for you to get over there. Doing good so far. Oh! Aww. Does a fish give any warning that it's about to move? Not really. Not really. Oh boy. These old bones, they don't move as fast as they used to. It's a shame. You posted a secret! God damn, I better go look at that. Right now. Got from me. Parachute. Bonus chance every 100 points. Catch the star for the bonus. If a Boo Buddy is caught, it'll be trouble. Oh, damn. Oh, there's modern secrets for Donkey Kong too? Shit. You can stomp on the Koopa Troopa when it is exiting the barrel. Be careful. Vermin modern secrets. Damaged eggs score a bonus every 200 points. Boo Buddy won't move when Yoshi is watching it. Yay, you finally caught a stream. You did! Welcome to the stream. Hello, MD. Haven't seen you in a while. Break 1000 in modded mode and star mode opens up. Too bad you don't get anything from mastering star mode. Museum, don't care. Classic ball. Conquer classic ball. Something good might just happen. Oh, really? Yeah, like I'll get bored. Good. Well, let me show you a helmet, I guess. Let me show you my meat helmet. Yep, this is helmet. Run between the house. But you can pick up coins. Like a risk versus reward thing like Octopus is. Because the more coins you pick up, the slower your fat ass runs. So obviously you're carrying more stuff and it's heavy. So, you want to be careful. Gotta be careful. You start crawling like a damn slug between these points. There you go. Gives you a nice bonus, or set of bonus points. Ah! That was close. That was a little close. See, if I was moving any slower, I would have gotten my ass handed to me. Okay, one more switch. Yep. Yeah. 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 And sometimes this door over here, it closes. Which really sucks. It just opens whenever the fuck it feels like it. So you can go for the quick approach. Just grab some coins, go through the door real quick, rinse and repeat, or you can go for the heavy strategy, which I like to do, where you get as many coins as you can possibly fit into these pants of yours, and then you just do an army crawl over to the door with all the coins holding you down. Shit, I missed one. Let me show you how slow this boy can go. Let me show you how slow I can go. I get these coins. Okay, I didn't get a single one. That's good. It's good. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh! Is the red on Mario's nose the same color as his hat? Like, I would look at that right now, but my eyes are a little blurry, so... Just a little fatigued. A little dry-eyed. So that's how slow he go. He goes slow. He's slow boy. Yep. You know what really sucks? I have to fart really bad right now. And it's not one of those ones that you're not gonna hear. Like, you're gonna hear it. So, like, I just gotta resist. Gotta hold my position. Just deal with the helmet situation right now, presently. Yeah, good, good. Getting nice and slow. Oh, there we go, made it. If I strain too hard, I gotta be careful, because I might shit. And that wouldn't be good for the stream. I mean, it wouldn't be good for me, personally. I mean, you guys would be fine, because you don't have to deal with it. You might have a small audio portion to deal with, but that's about it. And, but yeah. I would have to sit here and take the brunt of the problem. The immediate situation. Really need to head for this door. Yeah, I don't really know what the backstory for this situation is, because Mario just keeps coming back to the left side as this thing is dropping crap on him. It's like this in the... Actually, in the Game & Watch game, it makes more sense, because it's a construction site, and it's just a gentleman that has to get between the projects he's working on, and there's tools and shit falling from the sky, and he has to dodge them. That makes sense. This doesn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense. It's just, I guess, Mario going from the castle to his house every day, and it's like... It's an ordeal. But that's where he gets some of his money on the side. Because think about it, Mario's like, he's a famous celebrity. You know, Bowser's not going to just wait until the start of a new game to go after him. Obviously he is, ooh, that's good, I want that. I think that's like if you collect 100 coins or something, a star appears. Anyways, Bowser isn't just going to wait for the start of a new Mario game to go after him. He probably sends like little sentinels and assassins here and there to try to catch Mario off guard, and while he's sleeping. So he's probably got, like, people throwing hammers at him and shit when he's just trying to go home. Or just think about the broad expanse of personalities that exist in our world. Like, there are people out there who literally just, they hate the thought of everything on this planet. They hate the thought of good people, they hate the thought of, like, life continuing and stuff. Like, they're not, like, villains or anything, they're not gonna blow up the planet, but it's like, they really don't care. And they just have a seething, passionate hatred for it. Well, who's to say that toads like that don't exist in the Mushroom Kingdom, and they probably, you know, might try to cause an accident for Mario every now and then. Some men just want to see the world burn. So... I don't know. Come to think of it, I don't know if in any of the Paper Mario games I recall a jail. I think there actually might have been, like in Bowser's Castle, obviously, but that doesn't count. I'm talking about the Mushroom Kingdom. Like, Princess Toadstool and all that. I don't know if they have a jail. Toad, where are we going? Oh, a new map! That's right, the maps change every now and then. This one's pretty cool. You just have to be aware of the cannons. But all he does is drop these balls on you. So is anybody following what I'm saying at all? I just realized I talked for a good portion of time there. Wow, that's a shitty move to try to avoid. Oh, that sucked right there. Did you see that? Did you see how tight that was? I was not making it out of that. That sucked. That was just bad luck, unfortunately. Gotta be careful on this one. Actually, is the chat still going? Someone give me a test. Okay, chat's good. Thank you for testing. Also, there's another mysterious castle in the background here. Do you see that? God, it's gonna get real hairy! Ah! Ooh. It's getting a little dicey. Getting a little dicey. Hey, it's getting a little dicey in here. Ah, Jesus. There we are. That helps. Even if it's a little bit, it helps. There's a good video I saw yesterday of, I guess some kid showed his mom Smash Brothers characters, and he asked her to try to name them. It was actually pretty good. That is... Let's see, that is a bad person. There's some good answers to some of them. She calls Link Zen or something like that. The Legend of Zen. Some pretty good ones. I could find it, I'll post it in Discord. I mean, it's pretty nonsense, but... It's like anybody who's had parents and understands that, you know, they try their hardest to keep track of all the crap you listen to and watch as a kid, but really it's impossible for them. God, having to be a parent during the early Pokemon days, like when it first came out here in America, must have been excruciating for parents. Because now their kids got this thing with all these new names of things that they're suddenly super into. Now there's trading cards, and there's like a TV show that they've got their face constantly glued to. Oh, hey, look, a star. And they want a certain stuffed animal or something. They want a certain, you know, Pokemon that they're after that they really like. Well, now the parents gotta learn the name of the damn thing. What it looks like. Not getting the evolutions mixed up. You know, Ivysaur and Bulbasaur, it's like, shit, that's something that could be easy to confuse. My parents know that every Pokemon is Pikachu. Oh, fuck. I gotta pay attention. Because I'm almost to 1,000. I'll read chat here in just a second. Let me focus for this last 50. Let me just tune in here. Almost walked under that like an asshole. Like, my mom knows a couple of things that I grew up with. Like, she knows who Rayman is. She knows who Bomberman is. She knows who Kirby is. Just recognizable characters that have simple designs. She tends to recognize easier. She knows who Sonic is, of course. Tails. She knows some of the Mario characters. I think she knows who Wario is. Okay, let's get out of here, Toad. Fucking hell. What is this? What is this? I do not remember this. I barely remember this. Oh my lord. We're like in Bowser Jr.'s Crayon Castle, apparently. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Oh god. We're in very hard mode now. Just FYI. Oh, Jesus. Trying to get more coins to spawn if I can, but this is pretty difficult. My dad, though, he definitely doesn't know the characters of anything that I knew about growing up. And same with my stepdad, he really could give a fuck. Like, my stepdad knows Sonic and Tails, and that's pretty much it. So I used to watch the damn cartoon all the time around them. Some of you know of the Sonic cartoon, or you got to watch it with me not too long ago. Actually, that was a while back. When was that? Like March? That was a while ago. So am I just here now? Is this my life? This is just my life now, I guess. Time does fly, doesn't it? Like, I can't believe it's August already. This is when I was like about to what I hoped was going to be getting a software development job. What a star. Neat. Ah! Oh, I walked out right into it. Well, I got helmets, 5 stars. What do we got here? Oil Panic. That's in the first Game & Watch. I think this also had 2 screens. Let's see, at 50 coins a star appears, 500,000 points, stage changes. If you score less than 100, you might want to keep trying. If you score less than 100? What kind of a thing is that to say? Well, yeah, of course if you get a low score, you should try again. See, look, there's another castle just on a cliffside, just randomly. We don't know whose castle it is, it's just there. Yes, Boogie, hi! Hello! Oh, fuck! Guys, I want to go to bed. Or at least not stream anymore. My relaxed mood is kicking into full effect. So it is time for me to go. Here, we'll listen to the menu music while we leave. So I'm gonna get going. I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. If not, you'll probably see me on Monday. But I will think of some things I could do, probably. If not, I'll just take the night off. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Thank you for coming by tonight for Kingsway and Game & Watch. So, it was a good time. It was a good, relaxed time. And it's good to see so many of you here. A lot of familiar faces. We're up to 10 people watching right now, which is actually, like, kind of becoming the average. And that's something I do want to point out and say how much I appreciate it, just because it is nice to have a very dedicated following of people. So anyways, I'll get going, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Have a good night.